EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for him.
He hasn't been as sharp in the past 10 games as we're used to. It shows in his passing. The assist numbers down. Even the simple passes look tough for him right now. Maybe tonight he can get back on his game.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. They've got Nikola Jokic. Ricky Rubio is out there with Avery Bradley. And there's Anderson. And it's Aldridge in at the 4 spot. And for the Clippers, we've got Bojan Bogdanovic. DeRozan out there with Norman Powell. Then there's Wiseman. And it's Ingles in at the 3, the small forward. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Basket counts.
I'll tell you, Joe Ingles is proving that as a passer, he is a special player.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I did have a chance to talk with Minnesota's head coach. Going into the game, he knows DeMar DeRozan will go to his pet move time and time again. Coach said he's so consistent. You prepare for him to drive the ball, then pull up, but you still can't stop it in real life. So they'll just do what they do and hope that it's enough to slow him down. Kevin?
Thanks, David.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
They grabbed their own miss, and so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And so just over a minute and a half played. Anderson outside, 6 on the shot clock.
I love how Bogdanovic gets up and tries to annoy shooters, doing all he can to alter the shot.
That one falls. Powell's got his second basket of the night.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
And Jokic gets it to go. The assist from Rubio.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
And one thing you love about Ingles, he hits a lot of contested jumpers.
He does, and he'll get to his game by using jab steps, pump fakes, really good ball handler. He's unafraid in the clutch. He'll talk a little smack every now and again. Joe Ingles has carved out quite a career.
Now here's Bradley. Really disappointing game for him in that loss to Chicago.
You know with Avery Bradley, you're going to get a ferocious competitor. This guy is terrific in end-one situations.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Clippers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. 1:15 left in the first quarter of the game. Powell against Rubio. Powell, the pass to Wiseman. Shoots over Rubio. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Anaheim team.
Boy, that's the vision and ability to deliver precise passes. Rubio completely on point.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Count it. Here is Anderson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well. Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Rubio, the pass to Jokic. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
Here's Powell. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we reached the end of the first. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a few thoughts.
Selfless. I mean, you need to took your pride.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Norman Powell is out there with DeRozan. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic. Then it's Joe Ingles. And it's Wiseman in at the center position. And for Minnesota, Aldridge out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Bradley. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's Jokic in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Anaheim, they've got Powell. Wiseman's out there with Bogdanovic. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Ingles in at the 3 slot. Here's DeRozan, following the score by Avery Bradley.
Well, DeMar DeRozan excels at finding space to score from the mid-range, whether it's coming off a screen or if he has to, breaking down a defender, he'll get to that spot.
And you watch DeRozan play, he still has that explosiveness. Great first step out of the triple threat position. Can switch directions on the go, is still a handful to slow on the perimeter.
It's his first trip to the line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Now here's DeRozan. In the game against Toronto, very impressive. Ingles in the corner with his first shot attempt. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Greg, with the explosiveness you talked about with DeRozan, it helps that he finishes so well when he gets to the rim.
And maybe not what he once was, but he is still an elite level athlete. Doesn't only have to drop the hammer when he gets to the rim either. Very smooth at adjusting mid-flight to finish at the rim.
Wiseman with the rebound. Looking at Anaheim, they took the win in their last game against the Raptors in Toronto. Ingles passes to Bogdanovic.
Bogdanovic staying confident down low, being physical with the defense, and gets rewarded with a trip to the foul line.
Anaheim shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. And so it's Minnesota with it after the Clippers pick up 2. Jokic, that's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got assist number 5 here tonight. And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. Get a chance to check out the seating out west. 4 games left on the schedule here. And checking out the Clippers.
I think for Anaheim, they've been stuck in a rut the entire season. We talk about teams maximizing their potential. Well, the opposite's been the case with this group.
I think for them, it's obviously been very disappointing. And I get the sense it's starting to weigh on them night in and night out.
Yeah, just nice strength there and then just off with the shot.
Well, one thing there's no question about is that Norman Powell is a gifted athlete. Now it's about rounding out that game, particularly his shooting.
Minnesota leading by 6. Outside Bradley. Back to Rubio. Pass to Jokic.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Here's DeRozan. Makes it off the glass. DeRozan's got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, officials say play on, even though there's contact. DeRozan, I guess they don't think he needs any help.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Rubio looking it over. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up from 17. Unable to get that one.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Timberwolves.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. They never put themselves in two.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, Avery Bradley displaying his skills today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Aldridge out there with Jokic. Then it's Ricky Rubio. Then there's Anderson. And it's Bradley in at the shooting guard position. DeRozan against Bradley. Powell, no one around him. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists.
Absolutely critical that Norman Powell expand his range. The more he makes that three, the more the floor opens up.
Inside, Jokic. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And that's 11 points for Jokic.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Jokic finds Aldridge, banked in off the glass. Aldridge has got his first basket of the night.
A favorite spot of Aldridge's. He likes to operate as close to the rim as possible.
DeRozan passes to Ingles. Back to DeRozan. Here's Wiseman. And that one, good. Wiseman's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
To me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Here's Rubio. That one misses. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for him. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good points. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Bojan Bogdanovic was a pro in Europe for a decade before he joined the NBA. And the Croatian sharpshooter says, a lot of players who are happy over there, but I wanted to have another challenge, to play against the best in the world. That was the only thing that was important to me. Guys, he's lived up to that promise.
He loves that challenge, and he's having success. D.A., thank you. Now, here's Jokic. 11 points in the game. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Jokic has got 13 points.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Rubio against Powell. Over Rubio. It's rebounded by Aldridge. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Bradley. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. Passes it to Powell. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
See, the athleticism of Norman Powell is a problem. This guy understands how to get defenders committed to him.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%? We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And Rubio kicks to Anderson. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Aldridge down low. He's covered by Bogdanovich. And it's Aldridge missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
The 3. The second chance effort. And the layup by Powell. Powell's got 7 points here in this quarter. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Clippers ahead, up 5. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. We've got DeRozan, Bogdanovich out there with Joe Ingles. Then there's Wiseman, and it's Powell in at the 1. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Bradley deciding where to go with it. Jokic passes to Bradley. Minnesota gets it back at a new shot clock of 14 seconds. Count it, and the Anaheim lead has been cut to just 3 points on the basket from Jokic.
Yeah, Jokic seems determined to have a big night. So far, he's been successful.
Jokic with the steal. And now Jokic pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
And you talk about clutch plays, I mean, defensively and offensively, and we saw it right there.
DeRozan in the corner. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Avery Bradley.
Wow, that's really good work inside from DeMar DeRozan. You know, he knows how to get position where a defender is almost forced to foul him.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Outside Bradley. There's the pass to Jokic. Over Bogdanovich. Wiseman with the rebound. Wiseman's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Bogdanovich against Rubio, and he gets the bucket. And the Clippers lead by 5.
And this is Bojan Bogdanovich's game. This guy is comfortable shooting the basketball from any spot on the floor.
To the middle. Here's Jokic. Anaheim grabs the miss. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Ingles, that's for 2. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And it's Bradley with the ball for Minnesota. Floats it up for Jokic. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
Huge. Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Here's DeRozan. And it's sent back by Jokic. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. And Jokic slams it in.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Timeout called, Anaheim. They lead by 1. 1:36 left to play here in the fourth. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Norman Powell.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, Anaheim's head coach talked to his team during that timeout. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Here is Rubio, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And you better hammer Jokic to get him off on his shot. The Serbian is a solid 7-footer and laser focused.
Well, consistency is so critical, especially in clutch moments. This guy has got that gene.
Now, here's DeRozan. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. It's stolen by Bradley. Money!
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Here's DeRozan. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Powell against Rubio. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. To the inside. Here's Bogdanovich. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And now we've got the intentional foul. Gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
A nightly double-double threat. Jokic is also an exceptional playmaker for a guy that size.
Yeah, the crucial part of those free throws is that it now makes it a 2-possession game.
Timeout called, Anaheim. They're trailing by 4. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Ingles finds Bogdanovich, and stolen by Aldridge. And now it's Bradley running. He can go all the way. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
And he is unable to get the second one. From deep three-point range, off on that one. And so the Timberwolves take the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.